sit here, JJ, and I can tell you that for the last 7 days I have agonized about what I would say to you when we were in this position, because I knew it would happen, but I don't know. Because I had been going over the word salad in my head of what I would be saying to you when I was in this position since August of last year. I asked the question, JJ, how did we get here? I don't understand. I'm just going to be man to man with you right now and tell you that I do not understand how it got here. When we came on to Square Circle Action Wrestling as the Director of Talent Relations, I was ecstatic. Because not only was I going to have someone with your amount of experience in this business to help me lead this company into its next step, I was going to have somebody who I honestly consider a friend help me in this business. I mean, I owe you a lot of gratitude. I really do. And I'm not going to sit here and play games and say that I don't. We've known each other, JJ, for almost 15 years. I remember when I started in this building, and then I went up about 45 minutes up I-85 to a small schoolhouse to try to learn more in this business. You were one of the ones that helped take me under your wing and helped me go on to do things that I never thought that I would be able to do in this business. 7 consecutive Announcer of the Year awards in 3 different states. Hell, I got to tour with New Japan Pro Wrestling in 2 different cities. Every single huge promotion in this state, I have had the privilege of having my voice stamped on it. And it was because of something that you helped me do. You helped mold me and bring me to that point. So whenever you came here, I was over the moon. I couldn't wait to see, I could not wait to see what we would be able to do. With both of us at the helm of SCA, the sky was the limit, and I don't understand it. And what kills me about all is that with everything that you spewed out and everything that you talked about and ran your mouth about, you were right about one thing. I have been distracted. I have. Because on July the 8th last year, my life changed forever in the form of a little girl that I never knew I could love more than you. But you see, it wasn't just because of that. I had to abandon this. I did. I'm not making excuses of that. I'm not saying that I did not have to go away and handle the business the way a man should have. I spent 2 solid weeks driving back and forth from Atlanta to here every single day of that time frame, talking to doctors, talking to surgeons, talking to cardiologists, wondering how in the hell I was going to bring my daughter home. And on the nights when I could not stay with her, I would lay my head every night down on a pillow, hoping to God that I would not receive a call from a doctor or a surgeon or a nurse telling me, Jonathan, she didn't make it. I went to bed every night with that on my head. But praise God, she made it home. And not only did she make it home, but today was the first time my little girl ever got to hear me call her sweetheart. She got her hearing aids today. And I'm so grateful for that, but while that hurts me, while I'm so overjoyed, I don't understand why you chose that time to stick the knife in my back. I've always heard it said that in this business, don't let anything surprise you. Don't let anything take you by surprise. So honestly, I'm not surprised at what you did. I just think it's kind of low that you decided then to do it. It's obvious, JJ, you want my job, or you wouldn't be here. Always got to be in it for something for JJ, right? You want to be here for something, but I go into that diatribe about how we've known each other, about how we've been in this business together for a decade and a half. I know the parts of JJ that not everybody here knows. You see, you and I have been in some locker rooms together. You and I have drove down the road to different bookings, different cities, different states, everything. I've heard the JJ that's scared. I've heard the JJ that has insecurities. I've heard the JJ that JJ doesn't want people to know. And that's what it kills me. You have these illusions of grandeur, and I can see it. And I know it pisses you off that whenever things change, you didn't get the call. I did. The panel of investors wanted me to help move this company into the next millennium, and I have busted my tail come hell or high water to do that. It isn't just about walking through the doors on a Friday night, JJ, walking down that ramp, holding the title, flashing a little bit, and then walking back up. It's not about that. It's about making sure that things are taken care of. And while I'm not a perfect person, I feel like I've done that a little bit. The rent stays paid, JJ, every month. The lights stay on, JJ, every month. Those concessions stay stocked. So these people can have something good to eat, something good to drink, you know what, and that's really not even most of it. But more importantly, the men and women that help make this company what it is leave here every single week knowing that they're appreciated. And we all know, JJ, that this job right here, sometimes it causes a little bit of adversity. Sometimes you have to be willing to go against the grain whenever things don't go your way. And quite frankly, JJ, you and I both know, with your track record, you don't like being told no, do you, JJ? How many times have you bolted and left whenever things didn't go your way? You took your ball and went home. Because JJ didn't get his way. More times than I can count, and you're looking at me with that silly ass little grin. You know I'm telling you the truth. And another thing, JJ, everything that I told you, this job takes commitment. And you and I also both know that you're not exactly the poster child for committed relationships, are you? So I am going to leave you with this, JJ. I'm going to leave you with this right here and there. This job is for a subservient. It's for someone who cares about the people, about his employees, about his friends. It's not for some self-serving, pompous asshole like John Johnson. I have one question to ask you. Why?
You know something, Feltner, you want to know why. You sat here and you ran out for the movie and you brought up history. You brought up past. You brought up that I think you were my lead. You know what? You're absolutely right. I need to do it. We need to take those long car rides together. We have long conversations on the phone where you and I, we talk. I want to talk about insecurities. What about your insecurities, Jonathan? I talked you through them. And you know what? And yes, you went and you worked for New Japan, you went and you worked for all these other places. But you know, you talk about my committed relationship. You want to bring in my past to this? No matter how many times I've been married and divorced, you will go the concessions here. You think just because you throw a couple posts up on Facebook to promote this event, you think you're something. You've gotten too big for your britches there, Feltner. You needed somebody to knock you off your pedestal that you've been living on. You see, these people here, you've got them snowed. You got these people here believing that you're a good guy. You know what the sick part is? You use your family to get that into them. You got that sympathy. You got these people feeling sorry for you because you are garbage. You are trash. So now you want to know why? Because Feltner, on your best day, and when I'm laying dead in my grave, I'm still better at this than you will ever dream of being. Because you see, I don't let distractions get in my way. I win at all costs. I would step over my own family. I would sacrifice my kids to be a success. Because this is where I need to be. When you need to be here, when this place needed you the most, you selfishly walked away and you left it in my lap. How fair was that to me to walk through these doors to have to do your job? Hell, Feltner, last year when you lost the consultantship to Rick Page, who came by your side? Who was there for you in that boxing match? It was me. But you know what? That disgusted me then. You disgust me now. So you ask, why do I want this? What do I want? I tell you what I want. I want this. I want all of this. I want it to be mine. I want you to walk away, and I want you to admit that I am the better man. I want you to look at me. I'm the better father. I'm the better husband. No matter how many times I've been a husband, I am a better human being than you will ever dream of being. So here's what I want to do. I'm giving you 7 days. I'm giving you 7 days to make a decision. You can either walk in here on January 31st, that's 7 days from today, and you can sign this place over to me, you can give me your job, do whatever you got to do. Go to a consultant, whatever you got to do, go to a panel of investors, and say, I can't do it, JJ is the man. Or you can do this the hard way. You've already seen my influence in what I can do. You've already seen the army that I can assemble. You don't know who is sitting in the back there waiting to be a sleeper cell. So if it's a war you want, it's a war I'll give you. You know this isn't the first time I've been in the principal's office. So I'm telling you right now, 7 days I'm giving you to admit I am better than you.
7 days, huh? So you agree right here and there. You're going to give me 7 days. I'm going to go to the panel of investors. I'm going to go to the owners. We're going to have a sit down. And I'm going to discuss with them and consult with them. That's what a consultant does. They consult. I'm going to bring back a contract. And then whatever I decide, you're fine with that, correct? You're okay with that?
Whatever you decide, and I hope it's the right decision.
Okay? I'll see you next week.
No, Feltner, I'm not done with you yet. You may want to go sit right back there because I got one more thing to say to you. Sit down. Feltner, we've talked about your distractions. We've talked about how you're less of a man than me. We talked about how you're weak-minded and how you're easily distracted. I only hope this 7 days I've given you won't distract you. You know, kind of like your daughter, the one that isn't supposed to be